Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel. So on today's episode, I would like to share a very interesting story, and at the end of the day, we'll draw out the morals from the story. There was a certain man who has 4 children. Life wasn't pleasurable at all. As we all know, that life has its own periods of downs and ups. It has its own period of flourishing and drought. And in most instances, it might be so grievous that you might have to compromise your stand and involve in unethical practices. Similar to this was this case of this man with the 4 children. His wife happens to have passed on because of his low economic status, and at the later on, his children were in in-debt poverty. He ran out of options and he doesn't know what to do. One day he thought about it. Instead of me just dying in hunger, why not I look for a way out for I and my children? He decided to take each of his 4 children to a farm. So each of them gave them machetes, hoes, as well as other farm tools. They went as far as into the bush, seeking for where they can get foodstuffs. And when they reached a particular farm, it was actually the cassava farm. The father looked at all angles. Sighting no one coming, he called on his 4 children, placing them at the 4 cardinal points. The eldest son looking at the west, the second son looking at the east, the third son looking at the south, whereas he kept the last son to actually monitor the northern point, just to ensure no one is coming, and if anyone is sighted at all, they can be able to move off and take their leave immediately. And when the father was about bending down to harvest the cassava, the youngest son called out to his father, "Daddy, please, I observed something." And the father was like, "What have you observed?" He said, "Daddy, you told my elder brother to look and monitor the west, the second child to actually monitor the east, the third to monitor the south, and he told me to monitor the north. But you haven't told any of us to look up. So Daddy, who actually be looking up? Because I know there is a big eye up there, looking, monitoring and watching every one of us." And the father was broken. He was spellbound by such an intelligence of the younger son. So what's the moral of this story? The moral of this story boils down to, what will you do if life doesn't go the way you desire? What will be your stand if life doesn't go the way you intend? Would you compromise your ethics? Would you compromise your standards just because things are not going well? Think about it and let me know your opinion in the comment box. Thank you.